Welcome to the Sportiest stream, everyone! Welcome to the Royalty Series. I'm Sporty FC. You've joined us tonight for some 2v2 All-Star action presented by the Spacebound Cowboys. Welcome again to Royalty Series. This is All-Star 2v2. We are in week number 4. As you guys can see, our matchup will be TSYN, or TSYN Esports Horizon, and Astral Fusion. Both teams at 2-1. Some pretty successful seasons so far, but with the season always being somewhat short in the Royalty Series. Every win matters, every week matters. Gotta make sure you perform up to expectations, and with the season kind of closing in on what could be the end, you gotta make sure you get things sorted out, get things up and running in a moment. As we'll get things sorted out, we'll get things up and running in just a few minutes here. But again, TSYN and Astral Fusion, TSYN and org, that actually has been pretty successful in the last few seasons, and not only getting a couple teams, including Horizon, but also just doing well in tournaments. This one will be quite fun to watch, though I have not seen this TSYN before. Phenomenal v Dimas and Akrax. Side for Astral Fusion, Silencer, Washed, and Tricks. Trick-X. Get this match underway in just a few moments here, but Phenomenal and Damus are in for TSYN Horizon. We'll see who shows up for Astral. This match should be getting underway in just a few moments. Is this going to be a best of 5? All of you out there who are wondering. So this could be a decently long matchup. 2v2 matches can generally take a while. Although we'll see a best of 5. Best of 5s don't generally take too long. Again, with it being a 2-1 record for both these teams, it's expected to be quite close, especially this late in the season. You generally don't see nearly as many sweeps anymore because of how, after a couple weeks, the teams have all kind of filled out into their own kind of sections. With it being a Swiss-based format, you're playing against teams of similar record. Later in the season, you play against teams that are much more your even. So these matches are, in theory, supposed to get closer as the season goes on. And I'm excited to see this one. TSYN, we've not had them on this stream in quite a while, from what I remember. I mean, I can't remember the last time we've had them on stream, but it's been a long time. Let's take a look and see. While we wait a little bit for all these players to join on in. When was the last time we've seen TSYN? It looks like it was the TSYN Esports main team in a 3v3 matchup September 19th of last year. So almost a year ago. Just about 10 months ago was the last time we got to see TSYN Esports on this stream. It has been a very long time, but they're back, which is always a good thing to say. And I like TSYN as an org. Again, they're an org that has been quite successful since I haven't been streaming them. So I'm excited to see how they do here. Again, a 2-1 record. At this point in your season, it's a pretty respectable record, all things considered. Of course, I don't remember how many teams make playoffs, but I think it's probably top 16 for this division, meaning that they're both in a pretty good position to make playoffs. Obviously not secured just yet. If you lose your next 2 weeks, there's a chance you could be out of playoffs, but if you can at least get a win here, you're likely making it into the top 16. Again, assuming this division is probably the baseline for playoffs is top 16, as we already got Silencer and we got Washed in the lobby. So Silencer and Washed jumping in for Astral Fusion, as well as Tricks. Actually, all of them are here, so we'll see who they decide to have joined. But all 3 players available. This is 2v2 and a best of 5 as we'll get things going here. TSYN on the blue. TSYN Horizon on the blue. Astral Fusion on the orange. And it's going to be Silencer and Tricks, by the way, for Astral. TSYN, Phenomenal, and Damus. It is the All-Star Division, so for all of you who maybe don't know what that means, it is C3, GC1, and, well, an early start. 7 seconds was all they needed here, and Damus is already on the board as Bit of a strange looking flip reset attempt. Didn't actually get the flip by the looks of it. But Trix didn't know that. Went for it anyways. And will be caught committing. So Team TSYN Horizon with the first goal. So Astral Fusion will keep this one back as Damus to clear. They'll have this one. Looking for that second goal for Team TSYN as Phenomenal. Able to find the net here. And one thing that at least the main team out of Team TSYN was known for was being a quite mechanical side, really utilizing not only just mechanics, but what they were really good at was that teamwork. Now, obviously, this is a very different team. I don't know how they play comparatively to that other Team TSYN roster, but can say is they're off to a strong start with one goal already. Now they're looking for a second as the play midfield will not materialize. Trix will have the ball as a bit of an opening here in the midfield. Trix is going to just take this one. There was a lot of room given to him. And at this level, you just can't do that. You can't give players all this room to work because, I mean, if you give them this kind of space, they're going to do something sneaky. Oh, Team TSYN really a bit too passive to give up that first goal from Astral Fusion. And it's a tied scoreline as both these teams still feels like they're learning about each other more than anything else. Silencer challenged by Phenomenal. Damus won't be able to go as Trix to the back wall. Horizon to Team TSYN Horizon to clear as Damus is going to stay on this one, chasing it down, but a low boost will actually peel off here and give Astral Fusion free range here. Phenomenal does go just to put some pressure on them, make them, work to them. Horizon's big issue early on was that passivity. Now they've overcommit. Oh, but Trix missed. It was an open chance and he knows it. Well, it should have been a 2-1 lead here for Astral Fusion. As Team TSYN got caught overcommitting. Now they'll go the other way. Damus up. Damus. Oh, he really did not make that look easy. Completely misjudged the bounce off the back wall. Team TSYN will have to try again as Phenomenal takes the boost. Feels like a bit of miscommunication right now from the players of Team TSYN as they're just not on the same page every single time. You see sometimes they cut off each other, aren't on the same idea, but this time they both need to be as that net's wide open. Phenomenal beating that last defender, and you're going to see a lot of this in 2v2s where you see players overcommit. Something that's definitely true with a lot of these teams that have done well early in the season is that they are very aggressive. Generally, really aggressive teams do well early in the season. By the end of the season, that starts to catch up to them as other teams start to adapt to that playstyle. Definitely seeing it here from both these teams. They are more than willing to send both players up to offense. As there is a play upfield. Astral with a player to follow. Trix can't score. Silencer able to win out on the play nearly, giving Astral Fusion the tie game as now can't get around to Phenomenal. Trix to keep it away. Now has Damus the challenge. This one in the midfield. Phenomenal has boost, but Silencer chasing him. Damus racing back. Silencer on targets, but not enough power. And this one will be left in the midfield. Trix to play to it. Left midfield. Damus will go. Silencer to clear it. That one stuck around Phenomenal. Team TSYN taking their time. Yes, hello, Peak. How you doing? What you got going on tonight, my friend? I hope it's all enjoyable here as Trix. Almost by Damus. That's a well-timed play here. Team TSYN. A chance downfield, not connected. Phenomenal. Silencer. Damus. Silencer to challenge. Still going as Silencer. Astral Fusion will stay close to the play, but nothing really forming just yet. Both these teams are really waiting for the other to move. Maybe now Silencer's got some space. Demoed away though by Damus. TSYN will just have to challenge it downfield. Phenomenal! Oh, the fake! Silencer may be feeling sorry about that one, but it's another overcommit play that gives so much room in the midfield. And the fake from Phenomenal here, I mean, Silencer kind of did it himself by positioning himself right in the middle of the net, but trying to cover as many options as he can. He left the back door open, and that's exactly where Team TSYN Horizon infiltrate. Minute to go here. Team TSYN, slowly but surely, are taking a quite substantial lead. 2 goals won't be enough to win out this game at this point, but... well, sorry, 2 goals are not enough to secure this game, but it definitely is enough to win as Silencer, oh, he just prevents it from being a 3-goal lead. Checks, phenomenal to clear this one back, will be Silencer up the corner. So far, the only goal for Astral Fusion being that came right early in this game from Chicks. They do have all 3 players available today, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they go for a sub change early in this series. Now Team TSYN willing to play challenges is phenomenal. Gets that one through. Now we'll bounce off the sidewall. It's a little roll around. Tricks to clear. Team TSYN just waiting. Letting this time tick away. Letting this game fall into their hands. No time left for Astral Fusion to come back. Game 1 will go to Team TSYN Horizon with a 3-1 win. Not a lot of goals comparatively to a lot of 2v2 games, but what I can say is Team TSYN did very well to really wrestle control at the end of this game. They had more shots than offense by the end of this game. It felt very much up in the air to begin with. The ending, it definitely started to fall into place for Team TSYN. There's a lot of room given up in the midfield by both these teams. Expect more of that, I assume, as this one goes on. I expect both these teams to look for ways to try to remove that as an aspect. I think whichever team removes that space in the middle of the field first is probably going to be the one that wins. As for Astral Fusion, the other question I have now is, will they play Washed? Washed is here. Will they play them in this matchup? Remains to be seen, but we'll definitely get an answer to that very soon. As you know it, they've already answered it. Washed is playing. Washed already jumping in with Silencer, so subbing out Tricks. Bring in Silencer. Tricks had a decent game there, but I think for Astral Fusion just trying to change things around, get a new look into this game, maybe a new outlook on the future, because they just weren't that productive in Game 1. Very aggressive offense that they had. They're going to come down to maintaining a strong rotation at this point in the series, because both these teams have already learned rotation's going to really matter here. As an opening here, Silencer and Washed racing down the field, phenomenal. Just gets enough on it. It's flipped in front. Damus can't get there, and Washed will score. Already making it known, being subbed into this game. As I gotta give credit to Silencer, never leaving the play. I mean, Damus is expecting that to be a free clear. It was anything but with Silencer staying on it. And Astral Fusion, like last game, being able to score early. This time, though, not after Team TSYN is. This could be a number 2, and it will be a second goal. As again, a lot of room given right up in front of this net here. Horizon have definitely shown last game that they are going to play more passively. They're going to wait a lot more on defense. Clearly, that plays the strengths of Astral Fusion in their dribbles. Oh, it's noted raids. Thank you for the raid, noted. Oh, yeah, streaming. Thank you so much. Thank you there. I gave you a raid, noted. As we have Team TSYN Horizon versus Astral Fusion here for the Royalty Series. You had Torrent Hayes Prime Esports. Ah, I see. Prime with Game 5 victory. That's impressive. Good on Prime. I know they are desperately in need of wins at this point in the season. Considering it's the last week as well, I think they needed a win to at least give themselves a chance. I don't know where they are in the standings at this point, but might be able to push them over the line into the top 16. I don't have the bracket open right now, but good on Prime. That's a big win this late at this point in the season. Right now, we're getting to see Team TSYN Horizon versus Astral Fusion in a 2v2 matchup. Prime is second place. My goodness. Well, we'll see if they stay there. They're likely not to stay in second place in the group, but I can say, though, that they're 3-2 now. Yeah, I mean, the season started pretty poorly for Prime, if I'm not wrong. Good on them for making top 16. That is not an easy group to do it in. As Astral Fusion right now at a 3-goal advantage. Yeah, I wonder, what does that do for Torrent Hayes, by the way? I'm sure it doesn't make anything easy for Torrent Hayes, because that might actually eliminate them from playoff contention. Again, you'd have to correct me, I don't have to back it up, but likely eliminates them from the playoffs. They are 2-3 now. Yeah, they may not actually make it then. What a huge match. Well, I appreciate you streaming, Noted. Happy you enjoyed it as much as... It sounds like your fan base enjoyed it. Got any more matches this week? As phenomenal. Looking for Damus. Trying to find that first goal still for Team Sin here in Game 2. He's got to go all the way back to defense. He actually doesn't pick up the boost here. Team Sin, who, again, have shown that they aren't changing anything this game, are very, very passive on defense. They're playing a very much a waiting style of defense, and that's one that Astral Fusion are happy to play with. As they miss. Fouls by Wash. Phenomenal. Low boost, just looking for any play on net, but it goes straight to silencer and straight to the back of the net. Or nothing now. I have 1 or 2 more weeks not over yet. What do you mean, Noted? Yeah, didn't you say you're like moving or something? I know you said something about not being as available in the future. Oh, 1 or 2 more matches. I didn't say 1 or 2 more weeks left. I was like, really? I know there's some people that are moving recently. I didn't know if it was you or not. Hey man, I appreciate it, and if you ever want to, always looking for co-casters on the Ascent Tournament Series stream. We always need more casters. But definitely in playoffs, hopefully I'll get you to join at least for some of the matches. It's phenomenal. Still looking for that first goal, that one just above the net. Here goes Damus, saved away by Wash. Astral Fusion looking pretty comfortable to even the scoreline at 1 game each. Damus. Clear, silencer, to keep things away. And yeah, Noted, I know you want to be on mainstream. Let me know what's the easiest way to get you involved on mainstream. I don't mind just like sending you a message and asking. I'd love to have you join in the future here as Team Sin looking to make some offense here. They again have not scored at all this game. Considering how far back they've been staying, that's definitely going to make things tougher. As mainstream could be running pretty much full time. Yeah, but it would be really tough, and it's tough to balance 2 streams. I do my best though. Always get a couple matches each week. I'll let you know, Noted. I'll let you know. I'll DM you. How about that? As Team Sin on offense again, as this game nears its close, they're gonna find themselves facing a deficit that I can't say was too surprising after what we saw in Game 1. Their defense, simply put, is just one that isn't willing to take that initiative against Astral Fusion, and they're going to have to in the future if they want to take games off of them. Simply put, Astral Fusion's proven it, that you cannot beat this team if you wait back on defense. So, that's Game 2, 4-0 for Astral Fusion. As we're going to get a call for server resets here, so we're going to quickly reset the server. Let me make sure we get everybody back in here for continuation of this one. There we go. Hopefully the series will continue in just a moment here. As there we go. DM's always open. Well, I appreciate that, Noted. I'll definitely send you some messages if I get some matches at those times. Yeah, both these teams again at 2-1 records. I'm not surprised this match is going to be somewhat close, although we'll see how Team Sin Horizon changes on the defense. Because simply put, again, with the way they're waiting on defense, They now, again, they have to have realized now that Astral Fusion is absolutely fine with them waiting that far, because Astral Fusion's proven they've got some pretty good dribbles. We'll just have to wait and find out how they adapt, and it might just be where they're just going to send up someone a little earlier. Again, we'll just have to wait and see, but for now, do know is that is 2 games down in a tied series. Is everybody back in the lobby here? Even scoreline means it's essentially a best of 3 at this point. Let me see if I can get the opponents. All the players in the lobby, we seem to be missing someone. But again, it's week 4, by the way. And the regular season, I think, for Royalty is only 5 weeks, so it's very short. Means, you know, you're gonna have to really perform. As there we go, they're in. Expect no changes from Astral Fusion from last game. Silencer and Wash proving that they're definitely going to be a stronger duo for this matchup. And again, the question I have now, does TSYN Horizon make those adjustments on defense so they challenge a little bit earlier in a lot of these places? They get that first goal, which will be huge as well for them. They did score it all last game. And considering that they're not a team that's going to score very much to begin with the way they're playing on offense, they're going to really need to make sure that they shut down Astral Fusion earlier rather than later. Silencer. Phenomenal. Silencer to block. The Fusion's waiting, but they'll have to keep the challenge going as TSYN in the midfield. We'll go upfield again. Damus just cleared back by Wash to have some room. Oh, he didn't make contact there, and a little awkward play as Silencer will jump in. TSYN Horizon. Still going. The dribble, the bump, everybody went in! It's gonna be a goal! Phenomenal! We'll take it! As TSYN Horizon catching Astral Fusion on a double commit. Clearly Silencer didn't have respect for what Wash was gonna do there. He didn't trust his own teammates. And Astral Fusion, that's something that you don't want to have happen on defense. TSYN with the first goal in Game 3. They're hoping they'll be able to get a couple more as this game progresses. Washed. The corner. Cleared back by Damus. Silencer. Damus. Washed is waiting back. Oh, he went for a musty flick, didn't really get it. He did find the bump though, Silencer, he almost scored on that play. Been one of the strangest looking plays we've seen in All-Star. That's saying something. This division is full of weird goals and weird games. Because you're at the point where the players are like good enough to be good, but not consistent enough to be high level. I've definitely seen my fair share of weirdness from this division as Astral Fusion looking for some offense. Damus clears it back. Washed. Sends it. Phenomenal. Can't reach it as that dings off the back post. Washed off the corner. Here goes Silencer. This one was open, but unable to find the angle. Horizon clear it back, but not out of danger just yet. Off back wall. Silencer. Tie game. Astral Fusion march back into play. Holding the midfield. Well, Horizon's done a better job at not giving them space in front of their nets. When you run that low on boost, you don't really have much of an option. Forced to wait and watch, and that's maybe the worst place to be if you're a defender. There really is nothing that you can do about it. Fusion. On offense again, will take the lead! It's an infield play! And it's Washed, who finds Silencer. Astral Fusion needed a little bit of time to get back into things, but now they're running the show in Game 3. And Team TSYN, who have already shown that they have already struggled enough with offense this series, well, they are going to need to get that offense going. Phenomenal. Not able to get around Wash as he kind of got pushed out of line there by a Silencer. Damus, Washed. Silencer's there, but Wash is going to just take this one and not to let his team overcommit as TSYN were eagerly waiting to challenge. Although they're not winning this midfield easily, as Astral Fusion just getting in their faces. Far more willing to push out of the net right now, and it definitely shows by the fact that they're winning the midfield consistently. Silencer with room. East by Phenomenal. Still Silencer. Damus. Wash to the sidewall. It's a perfect pass. And Silencer can really make something happen here. That touch isn't going to help him, though. Phenomenal will clear. Washed. Corner. Washed to the nets. Washed to a 3-1 lead. That didn't take too long. It's bounced right off the corner. Right down to Washed. And Astral Fusion will take a little bit of insurance late in Game 3. Has cleared away. Damus! This one's back in for Team TSYN. Right off the kickoff, too. Oh, it's a Silencer. Went for the boost. Had no respect for Damus. And by the time he realized that he should have been in net, it was too late to recover. Astral Fusion only lead by 1. But there's only a minute to go, and considering how low scoring these games have been, it doesn't look too unfavorable for them, but 1 goal is still only 1 goal. Team TSYN all they need is 1 good play, 1 good shot. They'll be back in this thing, and maybe this is it. Silencer fell! Oh, it's gonna be Damus! Silencer didn't reach this one! Oh, you know why? He smashed off the crossbar! That's a free net for Damus! As here goes Phenomenal. Damus. Phenomenal again. Will be around the corner as awkward here. Washed will have it. An Astral Fusion tie game, knowing that they had this lead now, have to fight their way against a Team TSYN Rising team that is quickly getting out of control. And here's another chance! Well, it was given to Phenomenal, and he won't waste it. 15 seconds left, Team TSYN Horizon are almost there. Almost at match point. Just need to play solid for a few more seconds. Fake kickoff, played by Astral Fusion. Team TSYN, back with boost. Washed. Oh, there's no one in the midfield. Can't go. Damus will clear. Silencer, running low, will lose the challenge, and Horizon has now taken a 2-1 series advantage. In this best of 5. What a recovery for Team TSYN Horizon, who this game really did get outplayed in the midfield initially. Fighting for their lives and into that final minute. But eventually they broke through. And man, a 3-goal run from Team TSYN at the end of this game. 3 goals straight to win this thing. That is quite the scoreline. Now all they needed is 1 win more. We'll go into game number 4. Team TSYN. Successful so far. As we'll keep the play going. Phenomenal. To the back wall. One cleared away. Back in by Trix, who's now subbed into this game for Silencer. Astral Fusion with a last-ditch effort to take a win. To play quite consistently here is Wash. That's gonna be in. Oh, it's a perfect play. Rolls right in. Astral Fusion in the lead. Well, this game's still far from over. As Astral Fusion find another challenge. They might get a second goal here. That one off the post. Wash will find it. And Astral Fusion now with a 2-goal lead. Well, they weren't waiting for that long, were they? Clearly, Game 3's hurt them badly. And they're taking it personally here in Game 4. Already up by 2 early. As it will be an answer, Team TSYN. 1 goal back in it. They're 1 step closer to recovering in this game. As Astral Fusion looking for a 3-1 lead will just miss their chance. By the way, all of you out there in chat, yes, I do know that we had a technical pause there. I don't know what happened. Might have been my internet. But yes, I did know that this stream did have a pause. Hopefully it's gone now. It looks like it's fine on my side. As, Astral Fusion's gonna take a 3-1 lead at this point. How's the stream for all of you out there? It doesn't look good on my side. If it's bad, let me know. I can try to make some changes. See if I can fix my internet. It's almost certainly my internet that's doing this. Team TSYN Horizon to the back wall. Looking for any way to win out in this game. Trix. Oh, he stopped moving here. I hope he hasn't disconnected as well. Damus. Wash to block. Phenomenal. Team TSYN playing patient. As they will get bumped into this one. Damus. A bit low on boost here. Trix. That's just cleared away. Phenomenal. He should have done better on that. Get anything on that touch. Damus gets dunked as well. Trix looking for the demo. Will to connect. Damus is all alone. Will have to do a lot to just make sure his teammate recovers in time. Will easily do that as that's going to go off the back wall in front for Phenomenal. Team TSYN. I've shown before that they can handle being down a couple goals, but they maybe don't want to wait until the last minute like last game. Damus. Phenomenal. Actually jumped in as well, so double commit for Team TSYN, but they do win on offense. And a miss there! It's an open net, and it's a 1-goal difference now. Well, that'll make things a little bit more interesting. Team TSYN Horizon. Pretty happy at this point. As Trix has stopped moving. He's had a couple of moments in this game where he's just stopped moving. I'm really hoping he's not having internet issues. Team TSYN is doing here is trying to play that offense is Trix. Oh, it's to Wash on target. Phenomenal will be waiting. 2 minutes to go. Team TSYN are on match point. Team 5 though is not looking all that unlikely here. Is Phenomenal challenged by Trix. Wash almost got pushed out the way. Oh, he failed on the flick there. Damus takes it. Phenomenal will rush in now. taking it slow as really got outplayed by Wash there, who recognized that Phenomenal wasn't exactly going to control this one. Team SYN. Again, there are issues in the midfield, and with how far back they're sitting, no wonder. They just don't follow each other on these challenges. Essentially relying on each other to play one-on-one. Having mixed success at times with this, as here goes Damus. This is a play downfield. Wash is going to get back. Really? Yes! Big save! And for Team SYN, maybe that's their chance to come back in this game wasted. As here's another one. Down the field, it's Washwood again who's racing to defense. Another shot! Another big save by Wash! This one off the post. Huge effort. Team SYN now. Bumped out of the way! Wash scores! 2 big chances saved, and Wash deserving this goal almost certainly. That defense may have just saved Astral Fusion in this series. And Game 5, the likely outcome now. Unless Team SYN can do some magic late once again. Tricks. Damus upfield. Off the pass from Phenomenal, but intercepted by Wash. Phenomenal. Astral Fusion, I mean, they're just gonna backtrack all that they need to. 30 seconds now. Fix. Get back. Ooh, bumped out by Wash. That's gonna hurt him too badly, though. He didn't really get pushed out of track here, but that clear won't help. Here goes Damus. Oh, it's gonna go on! It's gonna go out! In! No, it's saved away! That was on the goal line! As another chance! Maybe! No, it's another save! And Astral Fusion in Game 4 now. We go to Game 5 to end this one. Some massive defensive plays late by Wash. And that was purely incredible. And that means Champions Field we go to end this series. Game 5 up next to decide the outcome. That is a great moment for these players. Champions Field. Game 5. The end of the night. Teams in Horizon Astral Fusion. One more game to go. So this one goes the distance, and again, this late in the season, there's going to be more of these, so these teams really got to battle for their wins. But only one of these teams can exit happily, and Team SYN are looking to be that one, has already in by Phenomenal. Just a bouncing shot, one that can always be tough to read. It's always tough to read those bouncing shots because you don't really know how high up they're going. Hello, Izzy. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. I know we haven't had Astral United on the stream in a long time. I mentioned that we haven't had Team SYN on the stream for like 10 months. I think we have not seen Astral Fusion in just about the same amount of time. As an answer, oh, Washed just finds it. I mean, Phenomenal had boost, but just not an easy read to begin with. Not an easy read at all. And one that Phenomenal doesn't reach. One that will find the net. Astral Fusion are 1 goal back in. It's a tie game. Now, Phenomenal. Second touch. Is that on? Oh, it's Watch 2. Just got on the end of that. That might have been goal of the series because the series hasn't been one for flashy plays. And again, Team SYN as an org are definitely not afraid of that. They are a team that is definitely based around really strong team play with strong team play in its entirety. But in flashy plays might be what you win this one. Team SYN so are playing a lot of one-on-one plays and a lot of 2 players up kind of things. So I really need that kind of to work out for them. Is Wash will clear it back. Fusion. Much more willing to send both players upfield. I feel like that gives them an advantage in this one, but all that teams need is one good play and maybe a mistake. Shot on, saved by Wash. Silencer, who subbed into this game. Astral Fusion making what I think might be their third roster change this series. Changing from the roster that they had win last game, as well, maybe it works. Wash is feeling it right now. 2 goals on 2 shots. And he's looking to give Astral Fusion the best possible chance. Astral Fusion will keep moving now, looking for 3-1. Team TSYN, again, who have been at a deficit multiple times this series. They're not unused to this, but again, we got to see that offense show from them. We got to see them willing to play more aggressive at times. It's something that they have not done a lot of this series. Is chance kept wide, washed. No, not a lot of boost to work with, but we'll have free room to dribble. One flick, Damis. Oh, he almost got bumped out there. Wash was looking to take him out. Astral Fusion, hold on, as Silencer. Corner, bumped out by Phenomenal. Offense still. Astral Fusion continue this lead as we cross the halfway point of Game 5, but Team TSYN still knocking on that door, but again, I gotta see sustained offense. We just haven't seen much of them really win the midfield. Been their biggest crutch tonight has been those challenges in the midfield. The Fusion have definitely beat them there. Team TSYN, gotta find a way to break through, and either you do it by winning the midfield, or you have to do it on counterattacks, but we haven't really seen much of the counterattacks either from them. Feels like the former is gonna be more likely than the latter. Watched. Another early flick. This one, though, will not beat a defender. Pinched by Silencer. Phenomenal. Take the dribble. Got beat by Washed. Corner will be Damis as Team TSYN on again. Back wall. Damis! Oh my! What a play! I mean, he couldn't go on target. Silencer had that blocked, so he just went just a little off, just to make it out of reach for Silencer. Team TSYN, who, again, are playing so much one-on-one. It's going to be a slow-moving offense from them, but if their defense holds, eventually they'll find their way through. As another chance, almost another goal. That one just a little high. Time winding down at a tied scoreline late in Game 5. Silencer missed the boost. That means it's going to be some sustained offense for Team TSYN. Oh, well, it would have been had Phenomenal not get bumped. Silencer now. Looking midfield. Pinched away. Washed very, very low. He's got to be careful for the demo play behind. Around the back wall. Still getting chased. Silencer now. Flipped up by Phenomenal. Washed. Demis. Yeah, flip resets. Maybe. Well, not really. Silencer clears. Demo. Wide open. Silencer. 3-2. This is for the win. And Astral Fusion bringing back the demos that worked so well last game. A big moment for them. With 30 seconds to go, it's their lead as they'll look for insurance. Saved off the line. Horizon. Team TSYN, back the other way. Here goes Demis. Already has one. Looking for another. Pinched back by Wash. Phenomenal. Without boost. Wash doesn't get the chance. Team TSYN saves for now. 10 seconds left. Silencer bumps. Demis. Silencer again. Team TSYN being bumped out the way as this ball will be kept in the air with 1 second. No time left. This one's over. Astral Fusion take it. From 2-1 now to 3-1 in the season. Astral Fusion in Game 5 get the win over Team TSYN Horizon. A long and arduous battle, but a successful ending for Astral Fusion. Through 5 games, what a showing here. And again, apologies for those technical issues we had during the series, but it seems like they're all gone now, which is a good sign. Thankfully, my stream didn't shut off. That would have been absolutely horrible had it done that. Again, what a series. 5 games. Is a big, big win for Astral Fusion. Hope I feel better soon. I hope you feel better as well there, CXC. Are you sick? I hope you get well soon. Got an interview here with Silencer, who will be joining us momentarily. There we go. Welcome in. Welcome in, Silencer. A 3-2 win, Astral Fusion, with a big victory over Team TSYN Horizon. How are you feeling here? This was a close one, but you guys clutched up.
Yeah, so I would like to attribute the game ball, if you will, to Washed. Washed put me in the backpack. Yeah, I was a little nervous, after I sold that first goal in game 4. But yeah, Washed, he did his part and part of my part and helped us win.
Yeah, Wash definitely doing a pretty heavy job there. You guys made a lot of changes throughout the season. Talk to me about how that impacted how you guys have played here. The fact that you guys keep changing late in the season. Usually, this is when teams kind of decide on a top 2, a main roster. You guys clearly don't play with the main roster. You play with everyone. So what's it like changing out your players every single game?
I feel like it throws off the other team a little bit. Having the different play styles, the different chemistry, if you will. Yeah, Trix stepped up in game 3 after I kind of sold game 2, or not game. He stepped up in game 4 when I sold game 2. Yeah, no, he did really well. I love having the three man rotation because it keeps everyone fresh. No one gets burnt out too much, and it throws off the other team. They don't get used to one playstyle.
Yeah, and I think that itself is definitely an interesting showing here. Again, you had a solid performance tonight here. Of course, as the season kind of winds down, you guys are going to be in that top 16 almost certainly. With the way that you're playing this season. The final bracket, I believe, is still single elimination. So you guys it's going to be a very scary final bracket. Records won't matter. What's your guys' plans now for the top 16? I'm almost certain you guys are guaranteed at this point. What's your plans now
I think
being in the playoff bracket?
Our plan is just to keep getting games in with each other, get the chemistry up. Obviously win games. Just play comp together, get our plays down, like our kickoffs and our passing plays and just everything. Just make sure we're pretty solid before we head into playoffs.
Definitely, and I hope again that you guys continue that success. Thank you so much for joining, Silencer. Congrats on your 3-2 victory.
Appreciate it.
I know it's late, and I know everybody wants to go to sleep, so I'm going to let you go to sleep here. Before you leave, though, do you have any shoutouts? Anything you want to say? I know you've wanted to be on stream for a while. Finally, we get it. And what a great series it is. Do you have any shoutouts? Anything else you want to say?
Shout out my homie Eamon, my homie Nika. They're watching. I think they're still watching. Couple IRLs tuned in to support. A couple of them sent me texts when I was playing. And shout out to Unonek, coaching us throughout the series. And shout out to Rizzy, also helping out.
Of course, thank you so much for joining here, Silencer. Congrats to you and to the rest of Astral Fusion. A big 3-2 victory over Team TSYN Horizon. Good luck in the rest of the season and in playoffs. Hopefully we'll get to see more of it in the future.
Thank you. You too.
That was Silencer there of Astral Fusion. A 3-2 victory, a big 3-2 victory at this point in the season. Thank you so much for joining the Sportia stream. Again, apologies for the technical issues we had mid-stream there, but thankfully everything is back as well. Thank you so much for joining. Have an amazing rest of your night. Take care. Be well.